What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Rapper Boosie, he is a typical, in my honest opinion, loudmouth. All the time, he's talking about a bunch of nothing. That's what he does. I like Boosie too. He's the kind of person, if I smoked weed, I would definitely smoke a blunt with him. He's the kind of person I would want to keep it real with, shoot some dice with, I guess eat some pork rinds with. He's that kind of guy. But Boosie is not that bright. Okay? Mushroom sauce for brains. And again, to make it worse, he's a rapper. Now, remember Boosie about 15 years ago? Beat a murder charge, okay? And he's in his 40s now, still participating in the same foolishness every year. I mean, on Instagram, gotten chicks twerking. I mean, Boosie's a dumb guy, right? But he's now been picked up and, he's a felon. So they found 2 loaded guns inside of his vehicle, all right? He pleaded not guilty to that. But here's the situation. In San Diego, they dropped the charges. But then it's always something when the state dropped the charges and you think something is cool. Oh, that's when the feds come deal with your ass. Because when again, the state can drop the charges. You think you beat something. Then the feds come get your ass, right? I'm going to talk about this, right? Brother Math Hoffa, I want you to hear what Boosie says on this podcast about all of this. I'm going to come back.
Well, you know what I get paid to do podcasts, bro? I'm doing this shit as my run.
Right.
When I sit on a fucking couch, bro, and give this shit, I get real money, bro.
Right.
Like, this shit ain't...
But I'm saying, but you can't...
This is a part of my hustle now.
So
I sit on the couch and get paid with... Do an hour show for, bro.
Right. So you get pulled over, right?
Yeah.
Cops found the weapon. Who gun is this?
Yeah. What happened?
You keep it real in that situation too?
What you mean if the cops find the weapon?
Yeah, if they find a weapon, it's like 5 of y'all in the whip. It ain't yours.
This shit didn't happen plenty of times.
Yeah,
my boy gonna say that's his guns when they come to the car. Yeah, that's what they do.
They always
That's
pull
when you have the youngest person in the clique for all of time around you. People do that 7 different times in the clique. Who's never not convicted, they just, take the charge for the pistol.
So guys, you've heard that. You've heard that. This doesn't make any sense. You're pretty much admitting that whenever you ride around, you're a felon. You're riding around illegally. This is what you're saying. Okay? And not only are you illegally, somebody who isn't really the issue, they're taking the charge for you. Imagine that somebody, think about to be a Pookie and Ray Ray is hard work. Boosie is going to these podcasts. I think his fee is like $40,000, something like that. How much does he charge? $40,000, $30,000, $50,000. This is what Boosie charges to be on the podcast, right? He don't give that money to none of those guys. $0. He gonna look at you and tell you, nigga, I'm Boosie. I'm not giving you no goddamn money to be on this. But hey, by the way, I got pulled over for this gun. If you care about me, take the charge. Imagine that. Being a Pookie and a Ray Ray is hella hard work, isn't it? It's so hard to be in the business of doing the wrong thing, isn't it? Isn't it? To do the wrong thing, it's so hard to keep that type of stuff up, isn't it, guys? I think so. It's so difficult. It is. To do the wrong goddamn thing, it's hard to do. Now, here's what I want to talk about, Boosie. If you making that kind of money, which you are, why don't you get a bodyguard? Don't that make sense? Because if you get shot at, and let's say you defend yourself, isn't that something hard to defend? That was what happened with Snoop Dogg back in the 90s, right? Snoop Dogg bodyguard killed somebody for protecting him. And Snoop Dogg went on the case for murder. That's what the song and the album, I believe, Murder Was a Kiss That Gave Me. He beat it because it wasn't Snoop Dogg that had the gun. Now, there are certain instances where that may happen, but to be honest, okay, you ain't supposed to be around guns because you're a goddamn felon. Period, point blank. Then you need to hire somebody that can be around guns. But then why are you in an industry that you can't protect yourself? If that's the case, stop being a rapper. If that is the case, stop being a goddamn rapper. Stop it. All right? If you're gonna go around with all these people, I mean, look at 50 Cent. Like, these guys don't have to worry about that. Do they? No, they don't. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, do they gotta worry about that? No. Because you're hella ghetto, that's why, bro. Because you're dusting it up, that's why, bro. And you guys need to stop being, so foolish out here. And imagine like this whole Pookie and Rory mentality. What is the whole purpose of you getting all this money to still be an idiot in your 40s? Bro, get out of doing this foolish stuff. Why can't you get it together? That's something that we gotta talk about. Now you're gonna take your ass to jail because you got federal cases, like you're not beating the feds, bro. We just gonna be real. The feds, oh no, you're not gonna beat the feds, dog. You gotta stop playing. The feds, you're gonna beat them? I don't think so. Not happening. Not at all. The feds, you're gonna get that work all the time. All right? Because they got evidence on you that, and then you're dumb enough to admit what you just admitted because you're not that bright. Bruh, go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit down. And you got all these idiots talking about free my N-word, free my people, all of that. Okay, if that's the case, okay, what are we talking about here? What are we doing here? Why are you an idiot here? What's the point? Guys, we're not being serious. That's why. Because we're being stupid. That's why. That's why. We're not being smart. That's why. And you can't tell nigga at all. But guys, what you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Please follow, subscribe to the bell. We're out.